Hi everybody, welcome to this session. You're with me, Arun Sharma, and this is a session I'm doing as a timetable. A lot of people keep asking me this question, specifically those who are preparing for CAT along with working, or in a short time frame. Also, some college students who are very busy with their college timelines and or internships, etc. And you've got a very short time frame available for preparing for the CAT. So how do you create a timetable, and how do you compete against the best guys? Is the question that does come up a lot from people. So we are in this session. I'm basically looking at a 5 month timeline. Given the fact that we are now in in June, so and CAT 2021 is expected to be in November. So I'm trying to look at a 5 month timeline for you. What should be your approach to doing the work? Or how should you plan your preparation and in a 5 month timeline? So it's going to be a detailed session on that. So that's what I'm looking at in today's session. So, but before we go there, let me just finish off my promotions for you. The first thing is which I have to talk about an academy. This is an academy Combat basically. It's India's biggest scholarship test for CAT aspirants. You can enroll for free, and you can win scholarship from a pool of 55 lakh rupees. And you can take the test live from Android. And CAT Combat is held every Sunday at 12 p.m. And the top three ranks get 1 year CAT Plus subscription, and 4th to 10th rank gets 75% scholarship, and so on. And you can use my promo code. This is my promo code to, if you want to join this Sharma Cat Live. You'll have to put that code here to enroll, and you can now scan. You can just scan this uh, this scan code that you can see here. You can just scan it on your phone, and you can use this to enroll. They'll ask you for a promo code, a code to enroll. तो वहाँ पे ये वाला कोड यूज़ कर सकते हो, शर्मा कैट लाइफ. दिस इज द कोड यू कैन यूज़. And of course, this code you can also use for getting a 10% discount on your payments if you're joining any course on an Academy Plus. है ना? I am also there on an Academy Plus. I take data interpretation and logical reasoning on an Academy Plus. And on the Academy app, there's a Ask a Doubt feature which you can use. So Ask a Doubt feature, what you basically have to do is you have to click on the app. There's a Ask a Doubt button. So you have to click on that button on the screen. You click on the Ask a Doubt, and from there the next screen that will come will be click to take a picture or choose from gallery on the screen. So you can either take a picture or choose from gallery. So once you take a picture or choose from your gallery, you have to crop the image to highlight the specific question you're looking for. The question might have the page might have many questions. So you can just crop the image to highlight the question you're looking for, and you select the correct subject to which the question belongs and send it across, and you'll get a video solution most of the times within some time. And if it's a unique question, so I think Unacademy learners will get access to the solution to that, right? And the 6 month subscription for CAT 21 is also open right now. So, and there's a special offer there for that. If you buy the 6 month subscription today, you get 1 month extra for CAT, NMAT, ZAT, SNAP, and IFT preparation. So you get an extra 1 month preparation if you're joining in June, and so you'll not just get 6 months, you'll get 1 month extra for so that your ZAT and SNAP and IFT is also covered. Right, so we'll come back to the other parts, the other courses, etc., which is starting on Academy Plus. So the question becomes, how does a person who's short on time? So if you're working typically, you have Monday to Friday, which are normally busy. This is scenario one for a working professional. Monday to Friday very busy, Saturday, Sunday off. This is scenario one for a working professional. Scenario two that I have seen for a working professional is Monday to Saturday working, and just Sunday off. And scenario three I see is scenarios three I see is Monday to Friday working, Saturday half day. So Saturday the other half day, The other half of Saturday and Sunday will be completely free in that case. So if you're planning to prepare for CAT, the unfortunate news, of course, is that the CAT will test you at the same level as somebody who's preparing, only sitting and preparing for CAT. So you will have to somehow equalize what you are doing with respect to what this person is doing. So what are the ideas? Of course, CAT prep requires. First of all, you know that CAT prep requires verbal ability. Uh, it requires you to prepare for verbal ability and reading comprehension. It requires you to prepare for data interpretation and logical reasoning, and it requires you to prepare for quantitative aptitude. Right now, in these three areas, uh, essentially, preparation involves two things. Preparation involves first step as familiarizing yourself with the content and the questions. Familiarize yourself with the content of the questions. And the second step requires to take tests to check how much you are able to score. And tests, after taking the tests, you analyze, and you analyze your tests, what is happening on your tests, and based on the analysis, you rework on things that this is the basic preparation phase where you familiarize yourself with all the chapters, all the formulae, all the various ways of solving questions. So you test, you analyze, and then you rework on things that are not still working, even though you might have done it in your basic preparation. So this will be step one and two will be required in DILR also, and step one and two will also be required in VRC. And the step two of testing involves two kinds of tests. One is particularly the section test that you're doing. One is particularly the section test that you're doing on a section basis. So when you're going to VRC, you will do VRC section tests, and plus of course you're also taking the full length mocks. So when we talk about this testing part, this testing part involves section testing and full length testing. Right? So these are the two parts that you actually work on. So coming back to your preparation process and strategy, given the fact that you are in a shorter time frame. So let's first calculate how much time do you have, literally, in terms of your number of study sessions. So if I'm talking about somebody who can actually spend a couple of days a week on preparation and 5 days where he's busy, let's say 10, 11, 12 hours a day. So maybe you're able to just put in 1, 2 to 3 hour period on the working days, and you're able to put maybe 2 to 3 hours, let's call it one study session as 2 to 3 hours. So typically CAT mein, when you're preparing, the high quality work that you do, the two kinds of dimensions to the high quality work that you end up doing. One is your study sessions, which are 2 to 3 hours. They are obviously very valuable. And the second is even those 10-minute study sessions, which you can steal in during your work hours or your traveling hours, etc. Of course, if you're not traveling these days and you're working from home, then you get a little bit more time to actually study for yourself, because normally an 8-9 hour work shift in office plus 2 to 3 hours of travel to and fro from office would consume 12 hours, apart from the tiredness that you had. But working from home obviously is less tiring. So even after an 8, 9, 10 hour shift, if you're really connected to your goals, you can actually bring in 2 3 hours of high quality work every day. So if I look on a weekly basis, if you can do 3 study sessions on Saturday and 3 study sessions on Sunday, and let's say we take one day off, I am not expecting you to only be working and studying all 7 days a week. So let's say we take one of these days off, or let's say we can take 2 days off. So roughly you're talking about 10 study sessions per week. That is the time frame that you have. 10 to 3 hour study sessions per week, right? And so you will have to somehow manage these 10-minute sessions, because typically your competitor who's preparing only preparing for CAT, that competitor will actually be studying maybe 3 times a day on each of these days. Although they have other problems, they that advantage that they have in the exam gets offshot or offset by the fact that they don't have any work experience, and what were you doing for the last year. Those questions are very difficult for them to manage. So typically क्या होता है कि एक sit at home student के पास 20 study sessions होते हैं on an average. Max he can do is 20 study sessions on a day. So a sit at home student versus you as a working professional, between 10 to 20 study sessions a day, the gap is 10 study sessions a day, but it's not, that gap is not so big, because actually this guy will have to, the guy who's sitting at home and studying, he has to do 3 to 4 study sessions out of these 20, not on CAT prep, but on profile management, and on building his profile. Hence, the gap is maybe 5 study sessions a week that you're doing less if you are a Saturday, Sunday off person. Of course, if you are Saturday half day and Sunday full day off, so then maybe your number of sessions comes down by 1. You still can manage 9 to 10 maybe, and it's something where you'll have to convince yourself about the need for doing this. So one of the things you'll need to ensure is that you'll have to motivate yourself to do your work well. I mean, after doing your job, you'll have to motivate yourself why you need to develop your thinking. एंड वहाँ पे मेरे को एक स्टीवन कोवी के बुक का एक रिएक्शन या एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट स्ट्रक्चर याद आ रहा है. स्टीवन कोवी इन हिज बुक First Things First, not his more famous book. His more famous book is the book which is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Not that book, the other book which talks about where he talks about First Things First. उस book में he's talked about four dimensions or 4 quadrants of your work life, of the kind of work you do. And people keep getting consumed by the work that they do on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. And Stephen Covey, with his focus and his thought process, defined that work can be split on 2 axes. One axis was urgency. So any work that you do, it can be, urgency can be low and it can be high. And the other dimension on which work dimensions can be split can be when you're talking about importance. So the importance of the work that you can do might be low, or that you are doing might be low, or it might be high. So all the work you do in your life is split into these 4 quadrants, right? It's split into these 4 quadrants. So we can call this we can call this according to our mathematical structures, we can call this quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if you analyze this, what happens now? Why I'm telling you this in the context of CAT, this thing is because if you are sitting and preparing after a 10-hour, 11-hour work shift, I understand that it becomes sometimes it becomes very tedious and becomes very difficult to motivate yourself. And I have always maintained this fact that 10 highly motivated sessions added to a few 10-minute sessions that you can squeeze in during the day, so that is much better than 15 or 20 flat sessions where you're actually not motivated and you're doing your work just for the sake of doing your work. So it's better to remain highly motivated during your work process, work sphere, and this is why I'm talking to you about this, and this will show you the logic of why you need to remain motivated. जनरली फीलिंग हो जाता है कि बहुत काम कर लिया आज. सो इसमें अगर वर्क क्वाड्रेंट्स को देखोगे तो क्वाड्रेंट वन जो वर्क है, दैट इज डिफाइंड एज हाई अर्जेंसी एंड हाई इंपॉर्टेंस, राइट. एंड टिपिकली if I were to ask you, of course we are not in an interactive session, but suppose if I were to ask you कि कौन सा वर्क इसमें से सबसे क्रिटिकल है तुम्हारी लाइफ को आगे बढ़ाने का, तो लॉट ऑफ पीपल टेल मी दैट क्वाड्रेंट वन वर्क वाला वर्क, बिकॉज क्वाड्रेंट थ्री और फोर तो उतने इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. Anyway, their importance is low, quadrant 3 and 4. So quadrant 3 is low urgency and low importance. Quadrant 4 is low urgency, high urgency and low importance. So somebody is ringing the doorbell in front in your house. Maybe it is very important for that person to ask you something, but it might not be so important for you. But it's very urgent, because if you don't go to the doorbell or the phone ringing, you don't pick it up. So these are high urgency but low importance. This thing, it might be a telecaller's call, which is just wasting your time, right? So for you the importance is low. So actually, what I wanted to point out, most people tell me that quadrant one is the most critical work that defines your life. Please do look at quadrant two. Quadrant two is where the importance is high, the importance of the work which you are doing is high, but the urgency is low. This is where all your future belongs to. This is what creates your future. The difference between the great champions and the average people is that the great champions spend their life doing this, whereas the average people like you and me, most of us, are guided by this work quadrant most of the time. So just realize this, that your work day is quadrant one work. Your work day is quadrant one work, but your CAT prep, etc., things that you're doing to change the future, something, I mean, low urgency but high importance. Let's say something like losing weight or getting fitter. It might not be very urgent for you. Nobody is going to kill you if you're not going to get fitter tomorrow, but it's highly important for you to do it, right? उसी तरह से when you want to change your profile, change your fortunes in life, low, if you're doing the work like CAT prep, you don't do anything today, nobody's going to scold you in office tomorrow. Why did you do that? It's low urgency. It's not something which is ringing your bell all the time, but the importance is high. And please remember that unless you do quadrant 2 work, you are not going to change who you are. You're not going to change your pay packages. You're not going to change how you define yourself, etc. Which is why you need to be desperate. At the time you are in the early 20s, you've got into a job, but you realize that job has got a glass ceiling. It's not going to take you to the top. So if you want to be in the top, and in today's world, 20 years of work mein, you have the chance, the kind of situations, the kind of career growth paths Indian executives are having these days. If you can actually hit a top B school, you've got a huge potential. So please remember this. All your CAT prep is quadrant 2. So where do you get the motivation? Deep in the night. You are deep in the night. You are spending time, and after spending 10-11 hours in office, you are coming to you're trying to sit for 2-3 hours on an objective that does not seem immediate. Please remember that this is not urgent, but this is important, because it has the potential to give you a 3x on your salary, on your package. It has the potential to you get to a top B school, and you have the potential to work in such a way that by the time you're 40-45, you can actually retire from working. So that's an important aspect of what you need to understand. So let's say a person who's Monday to Saturday occupied and Sunday only free. If you're serious about the CAT, I mean, the other thing you need to understand is that, and I was talking to a student the other day, where he or she was telling me that they're finding the preparation process is a burden, and specifically data interpretation. That student was telling me that he or she is finding the data interpretation preparations a burden, and my response was, first, to learn to enjoy it. You have to learn to enjoy it, because if you're not enjoying it, it's the way you're looking at it which is the problem. So the moment you start enjoying it, these will not look like tasks. अगर enjoy नहीं कर रहे हो तब तो every minute will start feeling very tight and very tedious for you. But if you're enjoying what you're doing, then every task will start. You start enjoying it. Once you start enjoying it, you'll realize that you are in a situation automatically where you're getting pulled to the work after 12-hour workday. So अगर तुम 10 study sessions per week निकाल सकते हो, तो then in approximately we've got around let's say June से whole of July, whole of August, whole of September, whole of October, 4 full months free, 4 full months free. So and 4 months would typically be 120 days, which will be around 17-18 weeks, 120 odd days. So 17-18 weeks plus give or take a couple of weeks here and there. So maybe you got 20 weeks of preparation. So the timeline available to you at 10 study sessions per week is around 200 study sessions. 200 study sessions. So you have to manage your preparation in these 200 study sessions, and you can give yourself this assurance that once you are through these 200 study sessions, you're through the CAT, then you can have all the fun you want in your free time. So just delay your gratification or the fun for 6 months, for 5 months, so that you can squeeze in as much preparation time as required, and motivate yourself of what it's going to give you. Put a photograph of a Nainital holiday and a Paris holiday. That's the difference between at the age of 35 to 40. That's the difference between the kind of holidays you'll be having in case you are able to 3x your salaries, so to say. So once you are looking at this 200 study sessions, the next part of my session is now is how to use these 200 study sessions, right? So as I said, uh, in the full length tests, you'll have to take around maybe a minimum of 20, although ideally it's 30 to 40, but let's say we are defining a minimum of 20. It also depends on how much basic work you need. English mein, if your language is good, you don't need any basic work. Tab you obviously are just focusing on mock test straight directly. You can start your English preparation with section tests and move it to 6 full length tests. But in case you need to improve your language, you need to insert some study sessions here. This is one. Second is DILR mein, DILR again you can straight away skip the first part and just learn problem. These are data interpretation, logical reasoning is about problem solving. So it's about, and problem solving, improvement of problem solving abilities is totally dependent on exposure to problem solving. So the more you expose yourself to problem solving situations in data interpretation and logical reasoning, the better you get at solving it. So your familiarization phase on data interpretation and logical reasoning, I mean, I typically tell people that you have to get through around, maybe before you hit the section tests and the full length tests, you have to hit around what 150 sets of DI and 150 sets of LR, 300 sets. वैसे for a student who's sitting at home and preparing, I tell him 200 to 300 sets, but even 100 to 150 sets if you're intelligent and you can learn quickly, and that's one of the factors that we'll have to this thing. Given the fact that you're a professional working in the corporate sector, working in some sector, some government sector or private sector or semi-government sector, if you're already working, so your uptake and your intelligence is supposed to be better than people who have not joined the workforce. So we'll have to use that intelligence to ensure that the gap of 5 to 7 study sessions that you have on a weekly basis. So if you look at somebody who has 17 study sessions over a 20-week period, he's got 340 study sessions. Right? If you've got 10 study sessions per week over a 20-week period, you have only 200 study sessions. So this 140 study session gap, because we are competing on the same exam, we'll have to overcome by intelligence. So somebody who's in DI and LR 150 sets, if you're learning with every set, 150 sets of personal self problem solving is enough to get through to get through to a point where you are ready for handling your section tests and your full length tests. And when you get there into sectional tests, and typically one set will take you maybe 10 to 15 to 20 minutes, and if you're not able to solve in 15-20 minutes, then you put into assisted problem solving. You ask someone how to do it. You can ask a teacher, or you can go to the ask a doubt feature, etc., and try to look at the solutions. Or if you're using my books, then you can just go into the books solution for that, and then that set becomes an assisted problem solving set, right? So typically DILR, you should be ready in DILR in around 200 sets overall each. And in your section test, if you take 20 full length tests and 10 sectional tests each on each section, तो तुमको DILR का करीब in 30 tests or 20 full length tests and this 10, you'll get around 100 to 150 sets more of DILR. So what I typically suggest is कि तुम इसको start कर दो काम करना, and maybe if you can sit for let's say a 2 hour study session, you can maybe finish 5 sets of DI and 5 sets of LR coolly. So if you're talking about 300 sets of DILR, we are talking about around uh, 10 studies, 10 sets per session. Per study session अगर तुम complete करते हो, तो we are talking about maybe 25 to 30 study sessions that you are required to do here, out of 200, and that completes that portion for you. The full length tests will take you 20 study sessions to take, and your analysis of the full length test you can do during your 10 minute periods. So when you have to look at each of the questions, so will not consume any of the, if you are a working professional, बीच बीच में जो 10 मिनट का पीरियड मिलता है वहाँ पे 4 क्वेश्चन देख लो. एनालिसिस का मतलब क्या होता है फुल लेंथ टेस्ट का? One part of the analysis is knowing all the questions, what you should do. Second part of the analysis to understand what you should do to get the question correct. That's one part of the analysis. Second part of the analysis in a question like this, second part of the analysis in the full length test is what areas you're weak at, what areas you're finding difficulty in solving, etc. And you go back to the drawing board and come back and solve. Right? So if you look at this, we're only using 20 studies, 20 full length tests for 20 study sessions for the full length test, and since a sectional test will be around 40 minutes to an hour, so a 3 hour session can actually take you through one sectional test of each of them. So we are talking about 10 study sessions there. So if you take take account of what has happened till now, out of the 200 study sessions you have 30 devoted to DILR, but you'll need to make sure that the quality of this is good, right? So that's something I'm taking as a given. 20 focused on mock tests, and 10 focused on 10 study sessions focused on section tests. Then that brings me to how much work do I need to do for quants, the basics. Now, quants basics में क्या है? It depends on how much you need to study something. So typically a chapter, one chapter might you might be able to go through a chapter anywhere between 3 to 5 study sessions. 3 to 5 study sessions max on a chapter. So one of the things you'll have to be doing is you'll have to be very selective. If you are working and preparing, you'll have to be very selective about what videos you're going to watch and what you're not going to watch. So be very careful about not watching a lot of classes, but make sure that you just taken what is required for you to understand a topic. So typically, for example, there's an averages chapter है quants में, which is typically the first chapter you should study. So average chapter में क्या होता है कि you can study average for 3 to 4 hours also from one teacher, or you can just do it from a book and go ahead and solve the questions on your own. Or some people study averages from 5-7 different teachers, and they end up spending 20-30 hours on studying averages. So you have to see the balance then. अगर तुम 10 स्टडी सेशन एक चैप्टर में दोगे, 10 से 12 स्टडी सेशन 10 स्टडी सेशन दोगे एक चैप्टर का क्लास देखने में, 8 to 10 study sessions if you're going to give one for watching the class of one chapter, then practicing it is going to take you 10 to 15 study sessions. So 20 study sessions per chapter दोगे तो obviously you're going to be haywire. So typically 3 to 5 high quality sessions on a chapter should help you turn it around. And when you look at the chapter, uh, one of the things that you should focus on, not the theory as much. Theory, of course, theory and formulas you should know, but the focus should be on reactions required inside problems. So all quants problem solving is about reactions inside questions. So every question to get it solved, every question that you solve, it requires a certain set of reactions that you need to do. Right? For example, there was this question in CAT which said last year, mod x minus y less than equal to 1 and y greater than equal to 0. What is the area of the curve that gets created by this? So essentially, to solve this, you basically need a reaction or a structured set of reactions which will give you the solution. So either you have those reactions or you don't have those reactions. And if you don't have the reactions, obviously you can't solve it, a question. So focus your work in quants to developing the reactions for questions rather than doing theory. You've tried this many times in maths, in school and college. The theory पढ़ के देखते हैं. Now, problem with maths is that the theory and the question solving has a big disconnect. There's no connect between solving questions inside the exam to the theory that you read in the chapter. The theory is just the basics. It does not get you over the line in terms of getting the questions done. So you have to train your reactions inside the questions. That's what you have to focus on. So every question in aptitude is basically 3 to 5 reactions max. So what you should do in your first round is 3 to 5 study sessions on a chapter max. Some chapters are longer. They might require more study sessions. Some chapters smaller. They'll require less study sessions. So I'm sure if you give somewhere between 9 to 15 hours on every topic, you'll see significantly. I mean, and you're giving it not like one of the problems I face from a lot of students कि मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है. So if you're giving up, if you're going to prepare like that, like a dead duck, then nobody's going to help you. And, I mean, you have to learn how to help yourself. Nobody can help you then. But if you are fighting with these questions, you're fighting with the chapter, you're fighting through with questions, and you are trying to learn out of these questions, etc. And you have a strong learning experience. So any chapter you visit for 9 to 15 hours will definitely help you, right? And try to whatever watching you need to do, try to do that watching in short bursts of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So 10 minutes, I mean, the precious part is the 200 study sessions. 10 minutes के कितने सेशन मिल जाते हैं तुमको दिन भर, even on days when you're working, you will be able to see at least 7, 8, 10 such sessions, to which will add 1.5 hours. If you add 10 minutes 10 times a day, you're adding almost 1 hour 40 minutes. You're almost adding one complete study session to your day. And in quants and in DI and LR and in verbal, there are a lot of things that you can do in 10 minutes. So suppose in verbal you need to improve your ability to understand things. So and you realize that you need to read maybe 200 300 articles during your preparation for verbal. तो 300 आर्टिकल अगर पढ़ना है, let's say 5-6 डिफरेंट टॉपिक डिफाइन करते हो, इन टॉपिक्स में मेरे को नहीं आता है, आई कांट अंडरस्टैंड इट, तो कितना टाइम लगता है एक आर्टिकल पढ़ने में? 10 मिनट. ठीक है. और कोई आर्टिकल उठाए हो, सपोज eon.org से उठा रहे हो या किसी भी आर्टिकल किसी भी वेबसाइट से उठा रहे हो जिसको पढ़ना चाहिए. When you pick an article, it is not necessary that you read all the 2000 words in the article, 2000, 2500, 3000 words. Focus, I mean, for CAT your reading has to be limited to 800 words. 800 words से ज़्यादा का आर्टिकल नहीं आता है. तो 800 वर्ड्स पढ़ने में अगर तुम 150 से 200 वर्ड पर मिनट भी पढ़ते हो तो 4 मिनट लगेगा तुमको. So it's very easy to do this in 10 minutes. So all you're reading in 10-minute time frames. Quants में suppose you have to decide, you are, let's say you pick up a challenge कि okay मेरे को LOD 1 और LOD 2 का on a chapter I have to finish 150 questions. So one way to do it is that I keep it all for the study sessions. The other is I say that okay, I'm going to get 4 10-minute periods during my day. In these 10-minute periods, instead of whiling my time on WhatsApp and Facebook and other things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up 3 questions in every 10 minutes, each of these 10 minutes. So what happens is by the end of the day, before you start sitting for your study sessions, you're through with half the work you need to do for quants. Because typically तुमको क्या एक वीक में क्वांट्स में करीब 200 क्वेश्चन करने 150 से 200 क्वेश्चन करने पड़ेंगे. Because if you look at it from another angle, how many questions do you need to process to be ready for CAT? Each chapter has a 150 to 200 number. So on an average. So 20 chapters है quants में 3000 questions का काम है basically. If these can be self-solved, that's great. Right? So in 20 weeks you got 150 questions का target every week. You don't want to use all 20 weeks, you want to be a little bit earlier. You want to finish it off in 15 weeks so that you are done with your portion by end of September. So 200 question का target है तुम्हारा every week. Keep that target and just put your head down and keep going. And by the end of the day, before you sit for the study session, if you do 12 every day in your 10-minute periods, so what happens is in 5 days, from Monday to Friday, you end up doing 60 of these 200 questions without using your study sessions, which is huge. 30% of the work is done. और ये तो एक हो गया. और दूसरा मतलब कभी कभी क्या होगा कि तुमको डेडलाइन बीच में क्या करना पड़ेगा apart from this regularity of these 8-10 study sessions. The other thing you will have to do is you have to define your धक्का weeks. इस week धक्का लगाता है, चलो इस week I'll give up on my weekly off. This week I will take the morning session also and the evening session also. So I'll do 2 sessions per week. और इस week में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा फोर्स लगा के काम को हो सकता है थोड़ा कम कर दूँ, या काम को मेंटेन करते हुए थोड़ा ज़्यादा फोर्स लगा के इस week I'll cover more. So if you can have every 4th week as a धक्का week where you're doing more than what you're doing on a normal week, so what happens is you can actually accelerate your preparation. So what I'm trying to say is कि काम मतलब ये मत schedules और planning. What I see a lot of people कि वो schedule planning में time बिता देते हैं. So I tell people कि even if you're working, put your head down, start moving a little bit. अपने current situation से move करना start कर दो आगे. And whenever you can move faster, try to do that. When you can't move faster, move slow, but keep moving. Right? बोला था ना, I don't remember whose statement this is. If you can't fly, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, move ahead. Keep moving ahead. That's the spirit you'll have to pick up for 6 months. And once you hit the tests, you'll need to analyze. So test में एक बार hit कर जाते हो तो तुमको अपना एनालिसिस करना पड़ेगा कि तुम्हारा टेस्ट स्कोर्स कैसा आ रहा है. इज इट ऑन पार? आर योर टेस्ट स्कोर्स ऑन पार? सो यू माइट फर्स्ट वांट टू सी व्हाट योर VRC scores are. Typically out of a 228 mark paper as was proved last year, if you can get 100 plus, you are getting 99 percentile. So VRC, DILR and quants. So are you able to score 30s or 40s? What are you scoring here? So there will be a level which you will reach easily. Some of you will reach 30s easily. Others might reach 50s easily. Some might be only unfortunate enough to only reach 10s easily. And for them reaching 30s is also a struggle. So what is your regular score that you are able to reach in VRC? Find that out. What is the regular score that you are able to reach in DILR? Find that out. What is the regular score? Is it? VRC is of course out of 78 marks in the 2-hour paper. DILR is out of 72 marks in the 2-hour paper, and quantitative aptitude is again out of 78 marks in the paper. So what is your? Are you getting the 20s in quants? Are you getting to the 60s in quants? What level are you getting to? Are you getting to the 30s in quants? The 50s in quants? So what will happen is you'll start seeing a pattern, and once you start giving the test, and I don't advise people like you, if you're just starting, एक thought process रहता है कि पूरा portion complete करने के बाद test start करें. Don't do that. You can start your tests earlier also. One test every 15 days you can start. It will not affect your preparation. You can start one test every 15 days, and you can then intensify your test in September, October, once majority of your portion is done. But even with 20-30% portion done, you can still start taking tests, because test taking is the most important component of this preparation, right? And I would be glad if you can, you yourself will realize the importance of this. If you can shift your test taking from 20 tests to 30 to 40 tests, you'll start realizing, and maybe do a little bit less basics. Do the basics just to cover it. Do the basics in the 10-minute sessions. अब लॉक्स का 8 थियरम है जिसको मेरे को पढ़ना है, वो 10 मिनट के सेशन में पढ़ सकता हूँ मैं. आई डोंट नीड अ 3 आवर सेशन, राइट. वो 3 आवर सेशन बैठ के पढ़ना वो एक मिथ है. इट्स अ मिथ विच यू डोंट नीड टू necessarily use or be sticking to, adhering to all the time, right? So this is the whole idea. So what will happen is you'll find a timeline, or you'll find a score line. English 20s, DI 20s, quants 30s. You'll find this, that okay, I'm able to reach this number easily. And once you reach this number, then you plan, okay, what do I need to do to upgrade my scores? So I would prefer that वो जो 60 स्टडी सेशंस था, उसमें अगर 3 स्टडी सेशंस ऑन एन एवरेज, तुम 3 to 4 स्टडी सेशन ऑन एवरेज फॉर द 20 चैप्टर्स ऑफ मैथ्स ऐड करते हो, तो 60 स्टडी सेशंस में तुम करीब 60 स्टडी सेशंस क्वांट्स के लिए और ऐड कर देते हो. तो यू एंड अप विद 120 स्टडी सेशंस. इसमें तुम्हारा DILR हो गया, क्वांट्स हो गया, और इसमें तुम्हारा टेस्ट भी हो गया और सेक्शन टेस्ट भी हो गया. बच गया तुम्हारा वर्बल का. Verbal ability and reading comprehension में the most important part, if your language is poor, then the most important part is your improving your ability to read. And ability to read does not require 3 hour sessions. They can be done in your 10-minute sessions in a day. So find a few 10-minute sessions where you're doing your verbal ability, reading comprehension part. So if you're doing it that way, and then you of course you maybe spend 10-15 study sessions, 20-30 study sessions maybe for verbal, for understanding what your accuracy rates are in each question type. तो ये 150 स्टडी सेशन हो गया. इसके बाद तभी भी तुमको 50 स्टडी सेशन बचे रहेंगे, प्लस एनी मोर स्टडी सेशन दैट यू कैन क्रिएट विथ an increase of your any more study sessions that you can create with an increase of your efforts in a few weeks. So these many study sessions are still left to push your score. If your score is in the 70s, you want to push your score to the 90s and 100s. You still have these timelines available for you, right? So this is what I wanted to communicate to you, and it's very possible. Don't be despondent about your preparation in case you're working. Don't be that. Just find your timelines. Give yourself this thing. Remember that quadrant 2 work logic, and make sure that you are giving it your best shot. You have to be proud of what you did. At the end of the year, when you look at it, you have to be proud of what you did. And the other factor is because you're working, you don't have that pressure that somebody who's not working has. So even if you don't get in this year, you get in next year, it's fine. So what the work you'll do in the next 5 months will help you a lot going forward into CAT 22 also. So वो तुम्हारे पास always option है because you're working. Of course, if you got into 3 years, 4 years experience, तब ऐसा नहीं है कि 4 साल के बाद experience को लेते नहीं हैं वो लोग. I have sat at interviews. I know that we have selected people with 4-5 years experience also. कभी-कभी 8-10 years of experience वाले लोग को भी select कर लेते हैं वो. And hence the last thing I wanted to talk about was this upcoming courses. You got 26 June course, practice drill 1 for CAT 2021, revision guide for CAT 21, practice with experts for CAT 21. These are the courses which are coming up on 26 June, 30th June and 3rd July. मेरे भी courses आएंगे जुलाई में, which I'll inform you subsequently. And this is the Iconic CAT, which you can also register for Iconic CAT. And for all this, Iconic CAT you get personal doubt clearing along with the features of Plus, Unacademy Plus. So Sharma CAT Live is the promo code that you can use. And thank you so much. I'll wind up now. Bye bye everybody. I hope I was able to give you some value in today's session. Bye bye.